from One Team Kitchen. Since it's that time of year and everybody's craving a little something sweet, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a quick and simple dessert. I'm going to be showing you how to make a non-bake eggnog mousse cheesecake. And I'm also going to be showing you different ways to present this dessert. So let's get to it. So now we're going to start with the cheesecake filling. So what I have here is 16 ounces of cream cheese that I cut up and let it sit out for like an hour to get room temperature. I have a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and nutmeg, 1 tablespoon of vanilla paste. I prefer using the paste as opposed to the liquid. It gives it more flavor. And half a cup of eggnog. So the first thing we're gonna do is put the cream cheese into the mixer. And just let that go for a little bit until it gets a little light and fluffy. Now, I already included the sugar, the eggnog, the vanilla, the cinnamon, and nutmeg into the mixture. And we're gonna let that go for approximately 3 to 4 minutes until it's light and fluffy. You can see it's very smooth and silky. So now, after this point, we're gonna take this and put it aside. We're gonna work on the crust now. So I have ginger snap cookies that I put in the food processor and blended it up. That gives it a different flavor compared to the normal graham crackers. So I have 2 cups of the ginger snap cookies crumble and a 1/4 cup of melted butter. I'm just gonna take those 2 and mix it all together, and that's the crust. So after we already made the cheesecake filling, now we're gonna focus on making the mousse filling. So what I have in the mixer here is 2 packs of neutral mousse mix that I sifted. So this is the mousse mix here. It saves you hours when it comes to making any type of mousse. It's super neutral. You could add any flavor to it. So here with the sifted one, I'm gonna add 1 cup of heavy cream. I have the eggnog. I'm gonna add maybe 1.25 cups. And then to spice things up, Irish cream. So I'm just gonna add about 1/4 cup. And then we're just gonna let this go for another, I wanna say 3 to 4 minutes until it gets to the stiff peak. So now I think that's ready to be folded in with the cheesecake filling. So here we go. So this is the mousse mix. You just want to take that. We'll use about 1/3 of it. And just fold that in with the cheesecake filling. And that's as simple as it gets for a non-baked filling. So here we have the little mini individual cheesecake mold with the crust already pressed in the bottom, along with a martini glass with the same crust. And then we have these little mini cakes. So these little mini cakes here, you could get at any grocery store in the produce aisle. They'll save you a ton of time and they'll make super cute desserts. So at this point, I took the cheesecake filling and I put it in a piping bag to make it a little bit easier to handle throughout each dessert. So for the little individual cheesecake, so the only thing with this one, you wanna make this overnight and let it sit just because it holds a little bit better than if you do in the martini glasses. So it's the same, just fill it. Make sure there's no rhyme or reason for this one. You just want to have it fill like that, because we'll take an offset spatula and just level it out. So for the martini glass, after we have the crumbs in the bottom, if you recall from the last video, we did a little rose filling. We're gonna try and do that here as well. So from the inside out and just go all the way around and up. So if you notice, it's 2 completely different design at the end of the day. We'll show you when we finish with the toppers on top. With the little cakes, so now you could either take these little cakes and brush them with some Irish cream. That'll give it a little bit more of a drunken cake kind of taste. If not, you can leave it plain like this and just do the same as we did in the martini glass. So now we have the martini glass and the little fruit cakes here already. I let them sit for about ½ hour just so they could stabilize a little bit. So to decorate the little cakes, what I have here is fresh raspberry, some luster dust, and a little brush. So we just want to give the raspberry a little shimmer so they don't look so plain when you put them on top. So I have a couple here that I already brushed for the other ones. And then I took some little, red sugar. So all we're gonna do here is take a little sprinkle of the red sugar right on top. And then the raspberries, we're just gonna put those right on top. Maybe a little small one. Just makes it look a little bit different. So that's it. I'll continue the rest after this one. And then for the martini glass, we're kind of gonna do the same with the sugar. So just right in the middle. And then I picked up these little cute edible toppers. I showed you guys how to make them. I picked these one up this time. So you could just go ahead and put those right on top. So it just gives you a different look with these two. And I'll continue decorating them, and I'll show you when the individual cheesecakes come out. Now we're back. These are the double cheesecakes that we did in the little individual molds. I took them out after I let them sit overnight. It just helps to let them firm a little bit more. So now I'm gonna show you the two different designs on these ones. So I have whipped cream here that I made. It's a simple recipe. It's just 1 cup of heavy cream to, I wanna say 2 tablespoons of confectionery sugar. It all depends on how sweet you want your whipped cream. So here we go. The first one here, I'm just gonna do a little star all around it. So for this one now, we're gonna keep this one a little simple and use the same raspberry that we did before. So I'm gonna just take some silver sugar and just sprinkle it right in the middle. If you're not a big fruit person, you could just keep it just like that too, that's fine. And then a little bit of gold. And then we're gonna take the raspberries here and just place them right in the middle. And then now we're gonna do the same thing around this one with the little star tip with the whipped cream. And then now for this one, what we're gonna do, I have some edible little silver stars. So we're gonna take this one and sprinkle it and do the same as we did with the sugar on the first one. You just want to get it in the center. You don't really want to put it all over the edges. Just gives it a different look. Just add it like that. And these little sprinkles you could get at AC Moore's or any place like that. So if you look over here, I have some edible Christmas decorations. So the only decorations I'm going to put on this one is the little green leaves. So we're going to put right in the center. Just 3 of them. And then the little red beads to make it more holiday. Just want to straighten them a little bit. And there you go. So there's the 2 individual cheesecake decorations.